Oklahoma has been the center of many major stories we've lived right along with you, including the Oklahoma City bombing and deadly tornadoes. And Jason, there are other big news events that many often forget.
That's right, Jess. We're talking about a massive bank failure and a deadly riot at an Oklahoma prison. Over the 65-year history of KOCO 5, we've reported on a number of stories, the highest of highs and the lowest of lows.
Voters were careful to warn people that dancing is against the law.
But there are a few stories that captured our attention, captivated the nation, and in some ways changed who we are. They are the events that shaped us. July 1973. Thick smoke can be seen for miles at the Oklahoma State Prison in McAlester as a prison riot turns deadly. These images unfolding live on KOCO. A group of prisoners upset with conditions taking correctional workers hostage. Within hours, a fire broke out in the building. At the end of the 3 days of chaos, 3 inmates were dead, more than 20 people had been injured, and 24 buildings had been destroyed. The total damage estimated at more than $20 million. At the time, it was called the most destructive riot in an American prison. Moving on to 1982.
No pushing, no shoving.
Penn Square Bank in Oklahoma City was relatively unknown outside of the state, but it became the epicenter of a massive bank failure.
Just a handful of customers allowed in at any time.
The effects felt from coast to coast.
Bracing for losses in the millions of dollars.
It marked the beginning of the oil bust of the 1980s.
The wait for many more customers goes on.
The meltdown helped usher in banking reforms and regulation at the state and federal level, moving from a major financial failure to a devastating human tragedy. April 19th, 1995.
I remember it was a nice day. We were sitting in our morning meeting that started at 9 o'clock. It sounded like something got dropped on the building. It was that loud.
A bomb shakes the foundation of the Murrah building and changes Oklahoma forever.
We had heard that it may be some sort of gas explosion. Information was crucial at that time because everybody in the city felt this blast.
I think within a few minutes they could figure out that this was not just an ordinary natural gas explosion like they were saying. And
KOCO photojournalists Mark Fricklin and Kyle Ham were among the first on scene.
We got onto a building to try to get a vantage point, and that's when I first saw the front of the building, and I couldn't believe the destruction.
the front of the building, which was mostly glass, it was just gone.
Jack, we're moving back as fast as we can. We've been ordered to move back.
People in business suits, white shirts, they're splattered with blood all over them.
I don't remember a whole lot of stories before the bombing, just because it was all-consuming, and so many stories came out of that horrible day here in Oklahoma City, my hometown.
The whole state took that personally. The whole state was devastated, angry, confused. It wasn't just an Oklahoma City thing, it was an Oklahoma thing.
Former KOCO reporter Terry Watkins followed the case all the way through, from the moments after the bomb went off.
The Oklahoma City Police Department is trying to gather lists of the injured.
To the trial and conviction of Timothy McVeigh. Her reporting even resulted in getting a letter from McVeigh himself.
Even McVeigh noticed Terry's work.
It isn't a reporter seeking glory. It isn't anything beyond helping you to understand what this person was and maybe why in his mind he did it. So if you see it again, we can know to stop it.
The aftermath saw a state come together, something that was needed once again on May 20th, 2013.
Tornado emergency is now coming. We do have a tornado emergency for this storm that is moving into Moore right now.
An enormous EF5 tornado rips through Moore. 24 people were killed, including 7 children at Plaza Towers Elementary. More than 200 others were injured, and billions of dollars in damage were left behind.
There's a tornado on the right-hand side of your television screen. Look how large that is. This is all on the west side of I-35. You are in the path of this tornado.
As we have this large tornado on the ground.
Knowing what that storm did to the city of Moore in southwest Oklahoma City and Newcastle, every time there's a tornado warning that's issued, I immediately go back to that event because I think someone's life is about to be completely changed, just like mine was on that day.
From the lowest of the lows for Oklahomans to the highest of highs, we always come together, like in the summer of 2008.
NBA will be in Oklahoma City next season.
That's when professional basketball in Oklahoma City was born.
I grew up in the state of Oklahoma, and it's either crimson for OU or orange for Oklahoma State. And so to have the Thunder here that everybody can rally around, and it's not just Oklahoma City, it's in Tulsa and everybody around the state, it's been a pretty cool thing to see.
It turned us into a basketball town.
It's game time. I love it.
Fans selling out game after game, creating an atmosphere unmatched in the league. We watched as Durant, Harden, and Westbrook grew up right before our eyes, going from NBA youngsters to eventual league MVPs.
When I tell people I'm from Oklahoma, it's no longer branded by tragedy or severe weather or deadly tornadoes. They say the Thunder.
And when it comes to the events that shape us, the Thunder occupy a very unique space.
More tornado. When you see Kevin Durant walking down the street in Moore and seeing the devastation and talking to all those people.
It's devastating.
With Sam Presti and Russell Westbrook right there, taking phone calls at a phone bank. To be really a part of the community, I think probably different than almost any other franchise in the NBA.
They say Oklahoma City across our jersey means a lot more to us now knowing what this city has been through. We are playing for something much bigger than ourselves.
65 years of memories, of tragedy, triumph, and everything in between. The stories that made us and broke us, the events that shaped us.